Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. You already know who it is. It is your boy Lewis, and I am back once again with another banger with yet another video. You guys already know the drill, man. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to always receive the latest and greatest content I truly provide. I appreciate you guys for always taking the time to watch my videos, and make sure at the end of each video, make sure to like and share this video. It will only help the channel grow. Truly appreciate it, guys. I hope everybody is having a wonderful Saturday, wonderful weekend up to this point, man. Always, man. God bless as always, man. But without further to do, let's hop right into this story. So, I was reading a report on Bleacher Report earlier today, and it was about Jeannie Bus. And the report, basically, this was by Howard Beck, famous NBA insider, famous writer for the NBA, very respectable journalist, and, you know, he's been covering the NBA for years. So it was reported that he had put on Twitter, from his Twitter account, basically saying that Jeannie Bus said that, according to her, and I don't know if this is a credible source or not. It might be not. Who knows? I think it possibly might be. But she says, according to him, that the reports of her trying to trade probably about half of the roster to try to get Anthony Davis is fake news. Now, what I'm going to do is that when I finish recording this video, I'm actually going to put the link down in the description. We're not recording. But, so she says that it's fake news. Here's my reaction to it. Jeannie Bus, whether this was you or what this, or maybe LeBron started doing burner accounts, who knows? It's too late. You waited till March 1st to come out with reports saying that this was a false narrative, that it was fake news, that you were trying to trade half of the roster for Anthony Davis. The biggest mistake that happened overall, period, was that LeBron and AD went public with this. Now, I already know what they're going to say. Shannon, LeBron wasn't a part of it. How you dragging his name all along? Shannon, do you remember after the Pelicans game, the first time that they met in Staples Center, Anthony Davis looked like he didn't even give a damn about the basketball game. He gave a dab to LeBron. They had a little conversation, and after that, they went out for Applebee's, and he served them that 2 for $20, man. And I bet you Rich Paul was there, or if not, if Rich Paul wasn't there, LeBron was probably texting him the details, and he was telling AD what to do. You're telling me there's no collusion? It's too much of a coincidence to tell me that there was not a collusion, and then Anthony Davis all of a sudden comes out and says, ladies and gentlemen, I demand the trade because I'm not happy here, and I don't want to waste my prime years. These were his words. And then he tried to lie and say that he doesn't know who leaked this story. Brother, someone with a true b-ball knowledge could already see through your bullshit, man. And I said, your strings attached to LeBron up here, man. LeBron's got you like I told you, he's got a sock puppet. He's got you like a voodoo doll. Anything he does to you, you're going to do at his command. Whether he's hypnotized you, whether he's got you strings attached, the bottom line is you're in LeBron's control. I mean, you're a generational player. You're 24 years old. You idolized LeBron James growing up, and you even said it yourself in the when you were talking to reporters. So, how is this fake news? So, like I said, I don't know if LeBron's got a burner account. I don't know if Jeannie Bus is telling the truth, but the bottom line is, this is what I call, ladies and gentlemen, this is damage control. The damage is already done, and you're trying to control the narrative by making it false to try to see if it can kind of, like I said, if you could try to kind of bandage the open wound that was already laid a scar in the middle of your chest on the Lakers season. Come on. Listen, how do you feel if the best player in the quote unquote best player in the game, and I'm going to repeat this once again, ladies and gentlemen, LeBron James is one of the best players in the NBA. He is still a top 10 player in basketball. But with that being said, he is not the best player anymore. The best player is up for grabs. I don't care whoever gets mad about that. I could give two shits what you think. If you want to get mad at me and you want to call me a hater saying that LeBron is not, that he's still the best in the world, that's your opinion. I'm just saying mine, and I'm telling you, LeBron James, and I'm gonna keep saying this every single time until you guys continue to get annoyed. For the ones that don't want to listen, I could care less. LeBron James stopped playing defense in the prime of his career. You don't believe me? Watch the tapes of the 2014 season. Watch the tapes of the 2014 playoffs. Watch the tapes of the 2014 NBA Finals. You have to watch him play. Statistics do not tell you the whole story. Eye test does. Context does. He stopped playing defense a while ago. The only reason that I've said it again before, that the reason there hasn't been a best player in the game that LeBron was still regarded as the best was because there's always been so many circumstances that's prevented a two-way player from stepping up to the forefront. Whether it's been an injury, whether it's somebody been failing to, again, step up in the postseason that could really challenge LeBron for that mantle. And I think this season, I'm looking at this season, this postseason, and then next year to see who that player is going to be. That you can undoubtedly question that player as the best player in basketball. In my opinion, if Giannis Antetokounmpo gets himself a jump shot, he doesn't even need to get a three-point shot. And I know this is what today's game is, but I'm telling you, with his skill, with his game, he would actually bring the mid-range back. I mean, and it's like, it's a lost art, and it's like, it's barely still alive. And I look at a guy like Chris Paul, who still utilizes the mid-range game. But Giannis Antetokounmpo, with his ability to drive to the basket and post up, he gets himself a jump shot at least up to 20 feet, where he doesn't have to go to the three-point line. The brother's going to be an unstoppable player, because now teams are going to have to play him straight up. They're going to have to press on him, which is going to give him more driving lanes. And then you also give him some shooters, and I'm telling you, people are sleeping on the Milwaukee Bucks. I kind of question them, but once again, in terms of the playoffs and in terms of Giannis, but the Bucks have a really nice team, and I love the pieces that they have. Shout out to the Bucks for getting Pau Gasol. I think he's going to give them a nice veteran presence, and he's going to be a mentor to Giannis Antetokounmpo. And I'm telling you, that is actually going to loom large, and it's going to go a long way. But off topic, back to this one. It's too late, Jeannie. Like, you can't cover up what's already been damaged. The damage has already been done. You can't cover up the goods. It's been exposed already. The only thing that's going to, technically not even really say, but the only thing that's really going to at least somewhat hamper LeBron to prevent him from being a complete failure is for him and the Lakers to make the playoffs. And in my opinion, LeBron needs to play off the ball more. He needs to worry about scoring the basketball. He doesn't need to be worrying about rebounds unless he's getting them off of defenders. And he doesn't need to worry about assists unless he's getting the secondary assists. Instead of padding stats, let Brandon Ingram be the best player on the floor, because he has been the best player since the All-Star break. He gave you 31 points. The issue that I have is LeBron, what I'm noticing from him is he kind of took the shine away from Brandon Ingram. You saw how the Bucks had trouble guarding him. What changed the momentum of that game last night, and I saw that Bucks game, was Eric Bledsoe. We also talk about LeBron's defense, but Kyle Kuzma's defense has been non-existent too, and I got to hamper him on that because he kind of worries too much about scoring. And that's not making me happy neither. So, I know LeBron is the main catalyst, and he's a superstar, and he gets, a lot of the credit and blame. But at the same time, according to the 3-6 Mafia, he never deserves blame. But my point is that Kuzma, the way he defended last night was just flat out, it was atrocious. I mean, and listen, at this point, if LeBron doesn't do something to galvanize the troops, I'm telling you, it's going to look ugly. And besides, Jeannie Bus is saying all this now, but that still means you're trying to make this fake news. But trust me, at the end of the season, it's most likely that some of those players are going to get traded. So if you say that now, you're going to look even more phony-ish by the time you trade them over the summer. So my thing is, then why come out with that report and fake news? I said, look, Jeannie Bus, if it's fake news, why the hell did Magic Johnson fly to Philadelphia when the Lakers were playing the Sixers, and he wanted to go try to hug the players and said we can salvage this season? That already exposed the narrative right there. It exposed the narrative. You can't turn back from that. LeBron and Magic and Rob Pelinka are responsible for putting 5 to 6 players on the trading block just to get one player. He went and flew to try to tell the guys we can still salvage this season with everything that's gone on. Basically, what you told the locker room was, We don't need you guys because you guys really have no value. We don't really need you here. Because Anthony Davis gives us what we need. So you're willing to trade half the roster for one player. That's still not going to be enough. And I said it constantly. What is Anthony Davis's role going to be if he's on the Lakers? LeBron's ego has been the downfall of why he gets criticized for not defending, on why he gets criticized for not being a team player, criticized for not being a leader, criticized for controlling the narrative. And here's another thing. Ladies and gentlemen, Kobe Bryant was in an interview recently, and I forgot the name of the person, but he spoke on he was speaking to Kobe about the state of the Lakers as to why they're struggling so much and that LeBron's one of the best players, but he has not been able to salvage his season even though with injuries. Kobe Bryant said that it was unfair to judge LeBron. I said, okay, Kobe went all political. And he said that he's not the only guy that's been injured, that it's unfair. It's kind of unfair to judge LeBron because Kuzma's been out, Lonzo's been out, Ingram's been out, Rondo's been out, JaVale McGee has been out. So he mentions all that. And I said that and I said it last night, that the media used Kobe Bryant's words as another reason to give a pass to LeBron and not hold him accountable for his lack of defensive intensity game by game. And that his excuse is he has to carry the offensive load. So when he said that, that's why I found it really disrespectful. Because how is it that you're going to allow this to happen? And Kobe, and here's the thing, Kobe defends LeBron, but LeBron had called Kobe the best player in the game back in 2008 and 2009 when they were currently playing, before LeBron had even won a championship or an MVP award. But yet you have never heard LeBron in public shut down the media and say that, you know, I don't know why you guys are disrespecting Kobe Bryant. Like, he's never defended Kobe on any level. At that time, when LeBron had not won anything, he said Kobe was the best player in the game. You can look back at the tapes, because if you type that on YouTube, I think it's called Kobe Bryant Greatness. Type that in, and I think it's a 17-second video, sorry. And it talks about players and coaches who have talked about Kobe Bryant and why he was the best player in the game. LeBron James appears in a couple of those cameos and says why Kobe Bryant is the best player in the game. But people want to ignore that. Players have said Kobe is the best player in the game. Some people have said you don't know what Kobe Bryant is going to do, man. He always gives you a different trick. He doesn't show you the same move twice. But the stands want to say Kobe has never been good. So my thing is, if LeBron James has been the best player since 2007, why are you constantly giving him a pass on the 2007 NBA Finals? Because according to you guys, LeBron carried a bunch of scrubs to the finals. And I'm going to say, how do you carry a bunch of scrubs on that 07 Cavs when you face the 41-41 Washington Wizards, the 41-41 New Jersey Nets? You had 4 other guys on your team scoring double figures. Are we going to forget about those 21 points in Game 4 by Boobie Gibson? 31 points in the closeout game when LeBron James went 3 for 11. He only took 11 shots. Boobie Gibson hits 31 points. He helped the Cavs, along with LeBron, to come back from 0-2 to beat that 2007 Detroit Pistons team. Without Ben Wallace, without Larry Brown, and a 35-year-old Chris Webber starting past his prime. So when I hear Jeannie Bus say that it's fake news, it's a bunch of BS. You cannot sit here and tell me that. You're saying that now on March 1st. The trade deadline has passed. Magic Johnson could have shut those rumors down really quick, but he didn't do that. He let that narrative play out. And honestly, have you seen Magic on TV? Magic's been pretty quiet. If Magic has been this quiet, it means it's true. Magic was the first. I mean, how quick people are to forget that Magic Johnson himself said that the New Orleans Pelicans and Dell Demps didn't act in good faith in the Anthony Davis trade. So how the hell all of a sudden, quote unquote, Jeannie Bus, according to Howard Beck, is all of a sudden saying that this is fake news, that they never tried to trade any player for Anthony Davis? And what I'm gonna do, ladies and gentlemen, is when I'm gonna look at the episode The Shop, because on Friday was the very first was the return of the episode of The Shop, and LeBron has both Anthony Davis and Antonio Brown, or should I call him Antonio Crybaby Brown? No, Antonio Cry Brown. Perfect. And Anthony Davis talks about how I'm supposed to be in control of my destiny, and I'm supposed to be in control of where I want to go, because it's, I'm the player. Like, I have to be in control of my situation. There's control on right, but it's not from you, Anthony. It's from LeBron James. It's from Rich Paul. Once again, LeBron invites them to his show. So you can't tell me that Anthony Davis is not is not. LeBron is the puppet master. And Anthony Davis is looking like Pinocchio because he's straight up lying. He's a fool. Great player, but he's a fool. And the thing is, you got to know it's collusion for the fact that now LeBron brings Anthony Davis on the show, and then he defends Anthony Davis, and then he attacks the media. You're not telling me that some underlying something smells really fishy and smelly, like something's going on? Come on now. That's ridiculous. So people need to stop. Like, it's ridiculous. So Jeannie Bus, fake news, magic, trying to control narratives and not even saying nothing. He's been quiet on TV. Like, no. That's the problem, man. The minute that they saw LeBron James and he brought his bag of bullshit, it's cost the Lakers season. You could talk about Luke Walton and the coaching rotations, but he's never had a healthy lineup too. Even if he made some bad coaching decisions, but he's never had a healthy lineup. But the fact that LeBron doesn't want to play off the ball, the fact that LeBron took away Brandon Ingram's shine at the end of that game again with the Bucks in the fourth quarter to get his numbers. Brandon Ingram only took two shots in the fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen. 2 shots in the fourth quarter. He had, I believe, 31 through 3 quarters. He could have easily had 40. But then LeBron tried to get his numbers and did his little LeBron system in the fourth quarter. They couldn't stop Eric Bledsoe pretty much, and he changed the game in the second half. And the Lakers lose by what? 13? 11 or 13? No, I think it was 13 to 128-115, but still. Like, this is what it is. And now the Lakers, so now Shannon was saying 54 wins. That knocks out the door. No. Then he tried to lower the expectations and say 52 wins. You see how Shannon was trying to control the narrative for the victories? Because he wants to come out when the Lakers set the number and he's going to be like, oh, I told you since the season started that they were going to get this number. BS. The Lakers are now at 32 losses. They get one more loss. Guess what? They're not going to win 50 games. As some of the media outlets expected, that the Lakers could win 50 games. And I said it from the beginning of this season, and I have not changed my pick. I said the Lakers would probably get 45 games at best. I said that. 45, maybe 46 games. Anywhere from 45 to 48. The most. I didn't think they were going to be a 50-win team. Because if they would have won 50 games, you would have heard the narrative. Oh, yo, LeBron makes you an instant 50-win team. So, if LeBron is so great, why are they losing? Why isn't LeBron taking any responsibility for the losses? And look what he did with his whole thing on defense. Oh, kind of put it on me and all this kind of stuff. And people are going to say, oh, LeBron was defending. He was playing defense. Who did he choose? Brook Lopez? Come on, man. You know Brook Lopez is slow. So it gives LeBron easier time to react. Now you could say, well, at least it's somebody, but come on, man. Once again, LeBron tried to control the narrative on the court. This isn't hate, man. This is what I see. And you could clearly see he tried to control the narrative again about his defensive effort. You can't sit here and tell me that LeBron doesn't care about what the media says. It's a bunch of lies. It's a bunch of lies. He loves it, and then he gets upset about it because he honestly thinks that things will just turn around if he twitches his nose, if he blinks an eye, if he wiggles his ears, that things are just going to change. Once again, LeBron expects wins and championships to come on a silver platter. And he'd be like, here, LeBron, you earned this championship that I'm handing to you. No. No. What's going to happen with LeBron is if he doesn't change this attitude, if he doesn't change and stop controlling narratives and like stop talking and just play basketball, because I'm going to say it again, if your words speak louder than your actions, you're not going anywhere. The Laker players get traded, and I bet you, people even forget that Kuzma even took a shot at LeBron just a couple of games ago. I think it was the game before Memphis or after Memphis. I'm not really sure. But if the Laker players get traded, don't be surprised if you hear truths about LeBron James from these former players. Don't be surprised. People can't blame Brandon Ingram because Brandon Ingram has actually been a two-way player since the trade, for sure. And I expect him to play well at the end of for the rest of this season. Kyle Kuzma's kind of been up and down as of late. And his defense has been, like I said before, atrocious. And so Jeannie Bus, with all of this happening, you can't ignore this. It's like it's already all over the media. So I don't know what you're trying to hide with fake news because you can't take that pressure off the team. Magic's message to the players is, we don't want you here because we don't think you're good enough to help us win. We brought LeBron because we're expected to win with him, with players who already know how to win. LeBron has said that to a bunch of cast-offs that, you know, I have to be there for my team. I will never throw my teammate out under the bus. Like, you know, it's really disrespectful of me. But then you say that you need to play with more cerebral players, players who understand the game, who think the game right. It's like he flips it. And I said, these are the things that you have to catch. If I'm LeBron, if I'm a Laker player right now, the face that Luigi's making right now is the way I be looking at LeBron right now. Like, nigga, you ain't no leader. I've been saying this for the longest, and I'm going to say it again. LeBron James has fooled people for years about his leadership, about his friendship. Look what he did to Dwayne Wade. And I've said that, to me, Dwayne Wade has tolerated his bullshit, but he knows on a lot of levels the type of shit that LeBron has done. He's just tolerated it. They can have a close relationship, but it's true. I think he's tolerated a lot of LeBron's BS. I mean, because look what happened. I mean, Dwayne Wade left millions off the table just to go help this nigga. And when things went wrong, he had to go back to South Beach. And I said, what kind of friend is LeBron for that? And the thing was, at the request of Dwayne Wade, he wanted to go back. But that was LeBron telling him to go back too, man. To well-controlled narratives, man, instead of just playing basketball. And it's like, true Laker fans are not just gonna take the BS, man. That's the thing. You can't come in and disgrace the Laker organization like that, and then Jeannie Bus and Magic Johnson and Rob Pelinka allowing this BS to happen. This la drama in LA. And the thing is now, it's like, yo, if the Lakers don't make the playoffs, or if they make the AC to get swept possibly by the Golden State Warriors, then it's going to be like, so you did all of this to make the playoffs, and then his fans are going to go, oh, LeBron made y'all relevant. He got you the AC. So now LeBron James is the only player on the team. You see what you guys do once again? In wins and losses is when you control the narrative with LeBron James. It is never his fault when the losses come, because he has to do so much, and those other players are a bunch of crybabies, and they have not been putting in the work. When LeBron wins, oh, LeBron did every single thing, man. He was the main reason why we won the game. He could be a stationary defender. He could be I call him a guilty bystander, not even an innocent bystander, a guilty bystander. You know why? Because there's been so many clips of him just standing around. I mean, shout out to my boy, Tamaz Dangerous, I believe. I'm sorry, Tamaz Dangerous, who showed me, he showed me the link, to a YouTube, once again, to a YouTuber who basically showed LeBron, even in some defensive possessions, like kicking other players, and I'm just like, and once again, I'm gonna say it again. Is this your king? I'm being Killmonger. Is this your king? Is this your king? Like, it's out of control, man. And it's just not looking good for the Lakers because, like I said, what is this going to mean if they don't make the playoffs? LeBron better say, Magic Johnson, I want to waive my no trade clause and I need to get traded. I want to leave to another team. Because now what happens is that if LeBron does that, the Lakers can trade him wherever they want to, but LeBron wants to be in control of the situation. And it just kills me that he's gonna try to get one, try to be in control. And like I said, he just gives you that feeling that he doesn't really care about basketball and winning at this point. He just gives you that notion. He gives you that feeling, like your gut feeling, like when you just see the way he plays out there, his body language. But like I said, I'm gonna record the shop when it uploads to one of my apps on Android that you can watch free movies, free TV shows. So when the upload is bring up and it's downloadable, I'm gonna download it and I'm gonna actually I'm gonna break down the episode for you guys. If you want me to do the breakdown of the shop with LeBron and AD and Antonio Brown, like please, like let me know, like, and I will most gladly do it for you guys. So once again, this is your boy Lewis, man. I'm just disgusted with Jeannie Bus. It just puts the Laker organization to shame. Whether it was her or not, the bottom line is that Twitter post that Howard Beck put to basically say it was fake news, it's like the damage has already been done. So you can't do nothing about that. But once again, man, this is your boy Lewis with another video. Let me know what you guys think about that, that Twitter reply by Jeannie Bus. Do you think that it was the truth to what she said? Do you think it was just a narrative, or do you think it was a little bit of both? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. This is your boy Lewis once again with another one, man. Like, share, subscribe, hit that noti, man. Let's up, one love, man. Peace. Thanks for watching.